Good evening, everybody. My name is Danielle, and I'm the face behind Pisces Women. So I wanted to make a quick video because you guys send me a bunch of really good questions all the time, and I feel bad because I can't always answer them because of the volume of the questions, as well as the fact that I only have 140 characters to work with when I'm tweeting you guys back, which is not fair because sometimes I need a little bit more, to give the best explanation that I can. So I figured, I was like, hey, let me make a quick video and, so I can talk as much as I want. So yay for you. So let's get into it. I know I said I was going to do 5, but I got some good questions, and I want to answer them the best that I can. The first question is from With Love, LO, and she wants to know about a Pisces and Aries compatibility and basically how to make the Aries fall for the Pisces. I think that an Aries is going to already be prone to falling for the Pisces, only because we are so, feminine and so nurturing, and, we'll do anything for you, and, what man doesn't like that, being treated like a king? So, win-win for him. The difficult thing about a Pisces and Aries combination is the differences there. The elements are just completely opposite, and the way that we're programmed to think is just so different. An Aries is programmed to be more harsh and more realistic and more logical, blah blah blah, than us. We're more dreamy, we're more lost in our minds and in our imagination, and love will find a way, blah. And they're just not really like that, so it's going to be difficult for him to understand you and your mentality. I think that with the right amount of communication, that you guys can fight through any differences that you have. I think the biggest hurdle with an Aries and Pisces combination is that the disagreements there. Their disagreement style is just so different. Pisces women are very passive, very forgiving, very go with the flow. We like to keep the peace. We like to make things easy. And Aries, they can be, they don't really come at us with a lot of tact when they're angry. When they're angry, being the true ram that they are, they're just gonna crash right into you. And the Pisces woman, being the submissive sign, we're gonna take the blow of the argument a lot, which is going to be difficult because the end result is going to be a Pisces woman feeling very taken for granted, very misunderstood, and that's just not a good combination for a Pisces, especially, you know, after dealing with it for a long time. You're gonna tend to build up resentment there and internalize a lot. So the best advice that I can give you is, don't internalize, don't be afraid to rock the boat, hold your ground, and go with what you feel. If it feels good and you guys are having fun, then stick with it. But if your intuition is telling you that it's just not working and he's not understanding you and it just doesn't feel so good anymore, then maybe it's time to let it go. It sucks to hear that, I know, because we like to hold on to things longer than what they need to be held on to, but in the long run, you might be thankful. So trust your gut. The next question is from Pretty Lily Lil, and she wants to know how come Pisces women are often faced with confused feelings. So the best explanation that I can give here is, first of all, the symbolism there. Pisces sign is two fish swimming in opposite directions, which couldn't be more perfect for us because we're always confused about something. It's like one day it's like, for example, one day, oh my gosh, I know exactly what I need to do, da 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 da. The next day it's like, well, maybe if I did this. And I think that we're so indecisive with everything only because we think a lot and we're very lost in our own thoughts. And I think that we can see, all angles of every decision or every consequence that we're going to be faced with. So that makes the decision really difficult when you look at every single aspect like that. So the best advice there, again, trust your intuition. A lot of the times I know firsthand my gut tells me things that I really don't want to hear, and I tend to ignore it. And you know what? Later on, I'm sorry that I did. So, you know, we just need to learn to trust our intuition and go with it from there. So the next question is from 1D Prostitute, and she wants to know, are Pisces shy? I wouldn't say necessarily shy. Again, we're all individuals, but for the most part, not so much shy because we're very good conversationalists, especially when, we have developed somewhat of a comfort level, or even if we just connect with that person. I think that we're observers, meaning that if you're in a room or a group of people that you don't necessarily know, or things like that, that you might just sit back, observe, peep the room, see who it is that you may want to converse with, and then whose energy feels the best, and then go from there. And once we are, engaged in a conversation, it just flows freely because you can just tune in with somebody like quickly. So shine, not so much, but just lost in thought and observant, yes. The next question is from Jenny PXO, and she wants to know about a Pisces and Gemini combination, and I get this a lot, so listen up. Pisces and Gemini combination is a very, very difficult combination, and this is why. You're dealing with 4 different personalities in this relationship, and it's difficult to balance all of that commotion out. I think that the lust factor there is going to be very strong because Gemini is intense, just like we're intense. And, you got the 4 sides there with each person. With Pisces, you got the very sweet, the very nurturing, the very giving, I'll die for you side. But then you got that side that, will manipulate the hell out you, that's secretive, that, internalizes and then tends to just blow all out, when you can't take anymore. Same thing goes for Gemini. They got that sweet, selfless, caring side, that thoughtful side. And then the next moment, it's like, who the hell are you? And what did you do with my man? Like, what the so if you guys can sync your moods and communicate, then I think that is a slight possibility, but I don't really think that that's a combination written in the stars because there's just so much there to deal with. But like same thing with the Aries situation. If it feels good and you guys are having fun, go with it. Have fun. Life is short. People are brought into your life for a reason, regardless of how long they're meant to stay there. So write it out. See where it goes. Stick with that Gemini as long as you're having fun. But once it's not fun anymore, leave. And just remember that. The next question is from Peyton Alex, and she wants to know what my favorite color is. My favorite color is purple. Always has been. The next question is from Habisha Fine, and she wants to know, are Pisces girls promiscuous? Promiscuous? I don't think so. I think that we have this ability to get into different characters, meaning that, once we see somebody that we want and we see that, we just got to have that person, we're going to tap into that alter ego, that seductive, tease you side of us. And I think that Pisces women really like to go there. I think that it's fun to, push somebody and see how much you can make them, come after you. And the flip side of that is that we don't really have great willpower, and we tend to get lost in the moment, so might be difficult holding your ground there. So promiscuous, no, but forever lost in lust, yeah, that's us. The next question is from Eric Kuehl, and he wants to know if I believe in reincarnation. I do believe in reincarnation, and I'm going to briefly explain why. There's an energy law that states that energy is not destroyed, it's simply transferred. And your spirit is a true energy form. Everything that you're feeling inside is energy. I don't know if you guys know anything about the laws of attraction, but we are balls of energy that just attract and expel things, and it's amazing. You guys research it if you want to know more about it, because it really is some true stuff. But I believe in reincarnation only because of some dreams that I've had and some premonitions that I've had, and even it's something like deja vu, but I don't really talk about that much, only because nobody likes weird people, and I don't want to be labeled as like one of those weird psychic people, so I keep a lot of that to myself. So but reincarnation, yeah. So regardless of, what your religion is, whether you're Christian and you believe that your soul goes to heaven, or you're, Hindu and, truly believe in reincarnation, your spirit goes somewhere. Where? I don't know. And thankfully I don't know right now, because I'm still intact. My spirit is still intact with my body. And let's hope I keep it that way for a long time. But there's a lot of me, and there's a lot of knowledge inside my mind for me to rule out the fact that I haven't lived before. And it's difficult to explain, but if you feel that way, then you understand me. And if you don't, then maybe next lifetime you will. The next question is from Maddie Salil, and she wants to know, where do I get my material for the Pisces Women page? A bunch of different places. I would say 95% of the tweets that come across your Twitter from me are original. The only time they may not be a little bit original is only if, you know, it's like a lyric or something that I feel like a lot of girls can relate to and that I'm personally feeling at the time. I will tweet lyrics every now and then, but not often. It's original material that I have written or that I've came up with. I am a writer, so I've kind of combined, you know, my poetry and my imagination with, you know, true facts about our sign and blended it into Pisces woman, which leads into my next question, which is from Tiffany Ray, and she wants to know what made me start the Twitter page for Pisces women. I started it because I truly, and I'm not just biased because I'm a Pisces. I just think that our sign is awesome because we are so creative and we are beautiful women, you know, internally, and you know, we would give anything for anybody, and we're just so in tune with the world, and it's so difficult to explain to somebody who isn't a Pisces because they don't feel it the way that we do. So I figured that, you know, I'd come in to this cyber world and put my twist on it and just see, you know, if the world felt the same way. And surprisingly, you guys do, because the page has taken off really well. And I really appreciate you guys allowing me to, you know, be your voice. And a lot of the material, you know, from the page comes from personal experiences as well. So I appreciate you guys, you know, responding to my soul so well. um, but I started it because I just, you know, I wanted something new. I wanted something fresh. I kind of got tired of reading the same horoscope tweets all over, the same tweets 5 times in one day, and I figured I can't be the only one out there that, you know, wants something new. So I try to keep the page unique, fresh, fun, deep, all lovey-dovey like, you know, very, very Pisces-ish. So thank you guys for your questions. I will probably make another video in the future because, you know, I do want to answer you guys' questions the best that I can. Thank you so much for tuning in to my page as much as you do. Thanks for watching, retweeting, and responding so well. I've had a lot of positive vibes from you guys, and I really appreciate that. Thank you so much, and hope you guys have a great night and happy holidays.